Hello, everyone. It is now PG about. Yeah, I just changed my name. So, hope you guys don't mind about that. So, we're going to be talking about 2 posts. Well, I guess like 5 or something posts. But basically, we're going to be talking about Dolly Screams' post and June the Wolf's post on Wwac being a cult. So, let's start. I know the title seemed a bit much, but it is true. As a member of the server for a while, now banned, it is safe to say that they are a cult obsessed with Crystal-y. Okay. Let's stop for a moment. I just gotta say. Real fucking funny. So, let's talk for a moment. Wwac is a label, which I said in Wwac's official YouTube channel. And it is. Hazelnut, their leader, has confirmed it. So, if it's a label, I don't think it could be said to be a cult, because labels can't be cults. That's just common sense, right? Anyways, let's continue. You are probably asking who is Crystal-y and who Wwac is. Crystal-y was popular during 2018 and 2019, portraying art, pedophilia, and more. And Wwac is White Wolves Against Crystal-y. Despite him being arrested and is off the internet entirely, this group is owned by Hazelnut and Saki. Though Saki has suspected Hazelnut of spying for Crystal-y fans in silence. Okay. I'm not part of leading Wwac. I'm friends with Hazel, and I'd say we're close, but I don't own it. I'm really, really, into Wwac, because, it means I can use White Wolf characters without anyone saying that it's bad of me to do so. And yeah. Also, I will say that I did suspect Hazelnut for a bit, but I do not anymore. And I originally had said that I suspected it because of someone who will be remaining anonymous. The next post will dive into the problematic parts of the Discord server they own and why it is toxic and dangerous. The Discord server isn't exactly connected to Wwac, but go on. Issue number 1. Their rules. Let us go through the rules in the server, shall we? There isn't many. Don't spam anywhere other than spam. Don't be racist to anyone. We are accepting of all races in the server. If you support pedophilia, get the fuck out. This includes no contact maps. Don't use the server as a place for petty drama. This server is bringing up actual issues, so don't use this as a place for gossip or something stupid. You say no racism until it's your friend who openly said they kin a Native American spirit, and suspiciously draws black people with ashy skin. Okay, so let me talk about this. My friend had originally said that they canned a Wendigo, which they didn't know was offensive, and neither did I. Now, I remember saying that I did understand it was wrong, but honestly, that's just because I want to make sure everyone's happy. I'm a people pleaser. And drawing black people with ashy skin. Do you not know that coloring is a thing? Everyone has a different style of coloring. Just because it's different than yours, don't freak out about it, dude. I was looking for a female Wendigo ref and found this. And they're just like me, ONG. Just like me, for real, for real. Close to gray. A skin color is like purpley, not gray. The no pedophilia rule is immediately followed up with Beta Oma, who is a minor, and what Toga said. Beta Kokichi. Okay, let's talk. Beta Kokichi is always supposed to be like an adult, as far as I know. And even if he was a minor, the person who talked about this is a minor. So don't freak out about it, dude. And then Toga talking about a character that they like. Dude, we have trauma that makes us hypersexual. Are you really gonna, shame us for being hypersexual? And the no petty drama rule is taken over by these more and more. Almost all these people have a reason for being there. Some of them who seem like they don't have as much of a reason is mostly because they support shitty people, which isn't okay, so we put them there and then watch over them. Now, I'm not in the server anymore because I left, and then when I tried to get back in, I turned out that I was IP banned, so I can't say how many channels there are for these, but I will agree it is kind of ridiculous, but still. Calm down, please. Do not mock any mental ailment / trauma. Failure to abide with this rule will lead to the offender being warned, muted, kicked, or possibly banned. This rule applies to anyone who fakes trauma or mental illness. If you have any questions, please ask them in questions. Thank you. You mocked Asmo and called them a creep for their typing quirk, which is in neurodivergent people. Now, I'll say that I didn't know it was offensive, and I will have to apologize for that. I'm very sorry that I made fun of that. But you can't fault someone when they didn't know. Plus, I'm neurodivergent, and I have, the same thing. And I'm, 90% sure you'd probably make fun of me, too. 'Cause, actually, your little spy decided to give us some information that you were talking shit about us. Issue number 2. The Dangers of WWAC.
Oh, shut up!
WWAC is also dangerous cult for many reasons. One, they are willing to go into CP rings claiming that it's for evidence. It is for evidence. When in reality, they could just say that the person is a fan of Crystal, and that says enough. It doesn't work like that. Also, you did the same thing. I literally met this person because of the exact same thing. And they use the accounts as victims. This is dangerous because you are willing to interact with pedophiles on the daily basis for quote-unquote evidence. First off, we're not using the accounts as victims. It's more so supposed to be like fake supporters. And now I'm really trying to discourage that behavior because when I was doing it, it drained my mental health a lot. And I will have to say that, yeah, it's dangerous, but people did it because they thought it was what was right. We realize now that it's not a good idea. And I'll try to actively discourage people who are minors who try and do it. I'm really sorry for anyone who has gotten hurt from spying. Please stay safe and try not to spy. You can still get kind of involved, but try to distance yourself because it'll drain your mental health if you don't. And that's not good. This is also self-victimization, which isn't healthy. Speaking of unhealthy, let's talk about the mental state of this cult. Oh god. Please don't. We're all in a lot of bad states, but we still want to do something to help. And again, we're not a cult. Saki has sent pictures of her self-harm before, which, spoiler or not, caused someone to relapse. Please don't talk about that. I'm really sorry for doing that. But you don't have to talk about that. What is wrong with you? That was supposed to be a fucking secret.
Tom! What are you doing here? Okay, you got me. I only came back to get something I left behind. This. My hat! Why? What did you think I was going to do?
Toga has a trigger over PFP's other IRLs. They also say that certain doubles of said IRLs are evil and not real / don't exist, which is incredibly ableist. Let's talk about this. Toga has a dissociation problem. They really want to get help, but unfortunately they can't. Also, they said some of their IRLs are evil or don't exist because, like, let's say this, okay? Let's say you are a person, which everyone is, yeah, and suddenly you meet a duplicate of yourself. How would you feel? Would you think that was normal? Would you think they really existed? No. So calm down, okay? This is extremely damaging to systems who cannot control their alters, and I was falsely fake claimed? Come on, man. Because I had Kiri. The only reason she has not talked until now is because I was respecting boundaries. You still did. They still talked, though. And you should have respected their wishes more. I understand that you can't really control that. But you should have told Kiri. That's what I'm saying. My friend Kibo got in an argument about them literally being triggered by PFPs, and they were getting babied by everyone else there. Reading into shit like this is extremely dangerous and also very ableist. It's not ableist, first of all. We weren't babying them. They literally had gotten hurt by being babied. Why would we do that? And again, they have like extreme dissociation problems. So you can't really fault them for that. That's also ableist. Issue number 3, everything else. This is going to be the last thing of them because I would rather not have my mental health spiral over this. I'm sorry about that, but also, why would you bring that up in the post? That seems manipulative, doesn't it? As someone who used to be very, very, very manipulative, I can say that that is a manipulation tactic. Number 1, the fake claiming. Do I sound like the bad guy when I say they're doing this on purpose? You fake ass fucking DID system. And people with DID aren't like that. I looked at their card and everything. That's how I knew they were fake. I am not a DID system. I am an OSSD system. OSSD is different than DID. It literally says it on my intro to Pluro Kit. You told us you had DID. Unfortunately, I can't prove that you did, but I can say that they had said that. And if you don't believe me, well, here's another thing. OSSD and DID are pretty similar, so you can't also really fault them for mixing it up. It's just a mistake. Stop freaking out about it. And the fact you guys still talk about me is sad, that you guys are so obsessed with me to the point that you pretend to be my friend only to make an offensive call out. You literally had someone spying on us. And that someone was a fucking rapist and groomer. Shut the fuck up. You guys are a fucking cult, and I feel sick that I even stayed in it for this long. Now I know why you make so many fucking enemies instead of helping others. You tear them down over little things. Those quote-unquote little things are actually big issues, Shuichi. Okay. Server is also never expresses their discomfort towards anything and proceeds to talk shit despite not saying anything. The PFP was never mentioned until recently. Even then, PFPs trigger you. Go outside and get therapy. You just told someone to go touch grass over a trigger. Also, we do express our discomfort. I had a fucking channel there that had boundaries. So we could put our boundaries. And we do try to express our discomfort just in a subtle way. I highly advise anyone with mental issues to stay away from this cult because they go into pedo rings, they claim others in privacy, baby others with severe mental issues, etc. Chill the fuck out. You go touch some grass. Unfortunately, I'll have to make another video about June's post, because that's a whole other thing, and this video is already taking up a lot of my storage, so I hope you guys can understand. Thank you. Have a fabulous day.